Morning everyone, Dr. Eric, the fitness physician, and hope everyone is having a good morning. Just wanted to continue on my series of these videos. I'll be talking more about muscle and myokines as I start in my last one. So you all know about the hormones, the metabolism, and muscle focused medicine. So that's what I'm going to continue on here. So last week I kind of did an intro on muscle and myokines, what they are. And a little bit about them. This is my very crude drawing of a muscle fiber, right? So I just did it very quickly. But I'm going to do a series of these and break them down one at a time. Don't want to get too geeky, but the science is kind of fun. So one of the best ones, the biggest ones, is all about IL-6, and a lot of people have heard about irisin as well, or irisin, however you say it. I think it's irisin, but IL-6 is a big one. It's secreted in the muscle, especially under times of stress, meaning exercise, fitness. IL-6 can secrete do various things to other parts of the body. Again, the myokines, they're like cellular messengers that act on other parts of the body. So BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is another one I'll talk about in a future episode. I just want to give a little teaser there, but IL-6 does a lot of different things. For one, see my ugly little fat cell there? So it goes to the adipose tissue, the fat cells. So IL-6 and irisin work on the work on the fat cells. And it increases lipolysis and basically breaks down the fat and liberates those fatty acids so that it can be released into the circulation so that you can burn it up and use it and get rid of it and burn it off. That's our goal, right? Build the muscle to burn off the fat. So it does this for various mechanisms, one of which is by increasing UCP. It's based on uncoupling protein inside our cells, the mitochondria. They create energy through ATP. Energy, there's some excess energy, electrons, etc. Energy that is released as heat. As your body is making these electrons to create ATP, it's like anything, it's not 100% efficient, so some of that energy escapes as heat. And normally our body tries to make that as efficient as possible, but that can change. But there are various things and various nutrients and metabolic conditions and health conditions, things that can affect that. And there's some genetic variances as well. We'll talk about that later. But bottom line is this is one of the cytokines that can increase this UCP, so we're liberating that, which is good. You want to increase that UCP protein because, again, this is all involved with the process of lipolysis and thermogenesis. So we'll talk about, again, some of these in others, but bottom line, I want to talk a little bit about IL-6 especially today. So hopefully everyone can see that. But IL-6, again, involved in lipolysis and fat breakdown. That's big. Obviously, that's one of the biggest ones that helps with metabolism, helps with lipolysis, fat burning. Again, one of the things that, in the same lines, is that does this is with AMPK activation. AMPK is another molecule that a lot of people have read about lately that's increased through various mechanisms. Fasting is a big one. People that are taking metformin or exercising, many things, nutrient supplements, a lot of things can increase AMPK, but those are the biggest ones. The biggest ones are fasting and exercise. So AMPK, of course, does a lot of different things. It primes the mitochondria to produce more, to what's called mitochondrial biogenesis. It increases PGC1 alpha, TFAM, or the mitochondrial transcription factor, etc. All these will make the mitochondria and therefore the cell more efficient and more powerful to increase energy production and make the cell more efficient. And again, all my other videos, I'm all about treating things at the cellular level. So we're treating the cell, making the mitochondria and the cell stronger and more efficient. And of course, that's going to help with fat oxidation as well. It's going to help our bodies to burn more fat as fuel, become more efficient. We're switching from burning sugar to burning fat. Which is what we want. Yes, that's why people do ketosis and ketones and things like this, but there's just more ancillary. You can do this with simple techniques, with proper diet, proper exercise, and fasting protocols if needed. You don't have to do that, but it certainly can benefit that and augment that as well. And the other thing with IL-6 is it helps with glucose uptake, increases your glucose sensitivity, utilizing glucose as a fuel. So again, it's making your body more efficient. So when you are working out or exercising and you're taking in those carbohydrates, you're going to use that up and burn it as fuel. You're not going to store it. So IL-6 is a pretty cool little myokine. It does some other things too. I'll talk about in future videos on other, like the brain and the bone, things like that. But one of the biggest ones for where we're concerned is building up that muscle, burn off that fat. So lipolysis and PK, glucose. So IL-6 is a pretty cool little myokine. I just want to get a little primer on that. So stay tuned for the next one. We'll dig into some more. Everyone have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.